Hello, I'm Turkey Rice. I'm working on a Let's Play of Ogre Battle 64, and this is episode 8. I hope you enjoyed the new intro. Threw that together. High production quality. I actually do feel like it adds, hopefully a little bit. Makes it feel a little more complete. Update on the things that I did in between. I ran around a little while and collected some people, and I actually got lucky enough to get 2 golems. So Shaquille is now a leader of Argo and Arcadia, the golems. And so I moved around a few other units. I kind of spoke about what I was wanting to do, and so I made a knight here. We're having controller issues. One second. Move so you can see there. Troy is now in Dio's unit. There we go. Sorry about that. Troy is now in Dio's unit. We have a Beastmaster here. Dallas is with the Wyvern. And apart from that, I think, yeah, Jay is now here, where there used to be a worm here. We replaced Jay and made Dallas the leader unit. So a couple of small changes around. Overall, I think it'll be better for us. I have a couple of reserve units over here. I picked up 2 Hellhounds, and I have 2 Hawkmen. I've been struggling to get Hawkmen. I want to make a group of just Hawkmen, but that hasn't been working out for me. So we'll see. The other thing that I did, yeah, my controller's working just fine. Sorry about that, guys. All right, there we go. Other thing I did is I went through and I made sure that everybody had an appropriate amount of heal leaves. And I did say last time that I thought heal leaves were very cheap, and I was right. Heal leaves are extremely cheap. So, okay, they can't equip anything. I want to double check that. So I loaded up on that, and so let's get going. Entering chapter 7. I'm excited. The last episode was quite long, hour and a half. I realized that's like as long as sitting down to watch a movie in some cases, so I'm going to be breaking this episode up into 2, so it's going to be manageable chunks. Friedrich says, I would like you and the Annihilators to act as a mobile force, commanded by you, of course. Mobile force? Are we on our own? That's correct. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I need you to go to the mine in Gunther, and once you liberate the area, head north to Dardunos. You will understand why once you get there. I'll be counting on you, Magnus. Ooh, short and to the point. This will be our first campaign as a revolutionary army. Hugo. Magnus? Do you think they don't trust us? What are you talking about? You're thinking too much. But they're really guerrillic tactics, and we're alone in this. If it doesn't matter if we succeed or fail, what does that tell you? Don't rush, Magnus. Besides, you cannot gain trust that easily, correct? Concentrate on the details for now. Magnus's character started out kind of cool, and I feel like he's in this like, I wish this and that phase. I don't know what's going on, and I feel like he's going to get better as we go. But right now, I feel like he's whiny and annoying. Our headquarters will be in Taku, the land of. I missed that. You must reach the Gunther mines, a day's march southeast. Liberate the mines from the Southern Division. For now, regarding the route to take liberating the nearby strongholds won't be a problem. However, the rough terrain surrounding the Gunther mines will be a challenge. Marching on that terrain will eat up a lot of time, and we should expect enemy troops to ambush us. We must be doubly cautious about where we travel. We should either form units specialized in mountain terrain and march them directly on the mines, or go around the long way and approach the mines from the south. Okay. So I'll be taking some of my because of this, I'll be taking some of my tankier units, like those with the beasts, up through the north, and then wrapping around the south with some of my other guys. To rescue a man who could be of great help to the Revolutionary Army. Who is he? Asnubel Brial. He was once known as the Iron Hammer of Palatinus. If he didn't rebel against Lotus, he would have been a high-ranking officer by now. He's quite a stubborn fellow. Do you know him? I guess you could say so. Well, Magnus, isn't this a good opportunity for us to gain their trust? If we complete this assignment, we'd certainly be a part of the grander operations as members of the Revolutionary Army. Tell me honestly, Hugo, who are you? Why do you know so much? It's mere coincidence, except for you. I fought alongside Ankaseth, your father. My father? You were in the Central Division? That's right. I know Ankaseth, and was assigned as Prince Yumel's bodyguard. And you and Prince Yumel were friends, and I also know what actually took place during that incident. Ooh, so there was a grand incident. We knew something happened, but it sounds like it's going to be a specific event. I wouldn't have imagined. I didn't intend to hide it. It's just that I couldn't find the right moment to tell you. I understand why you wanted to keep distance between you and your father, but it's now a thing of the past, for me, and for you and your father. Come now, we need to go. So yeah, we'll try marching some of these tankier units around the north here of the mines, and then we'll move everyone else through or a few through the south. Okay, we have this split here, so we're going to at least buddy up to go south here, we're going to buddy up to go north here, and we're going to buddy up to go across here. Okay, that's a really low alignment there. Here's our target. Regular. This has a witch's den, which is good to know. We ended up making some use of that last time. It's right about where it was. Okay, that's actually high morale. Sorry, I didn't check that close enough. This is really high morale. And that's a little bit high. That's fine. Okay, let's see. Taku has a shop. Okay, we gotta pick on Magnus, and then... Sorry. Which one was it? Alright, well, Magnus, we can send him around, so we'll have him move here. Alright, we got Doris. Doris is going to be lower alignment. Let's find someone who's going to be higher alignment. Leia will be high alignment. We'll move you here first, Leia. Okay, let's get you guys started off the path so that they'll be the first ones to reach their location. Now we can send Doris after her. Doris and Leia will probably be... Well, let me see. We beefed up Leia a little bit. Let's see. Did we give her... She has a cleric now, so she is real tanky. She's probably going to be one of our units that goes up north around the way where they mentioned where Hugo mentioned that we should take our tankier units. All right. We'll send Dio down this way with Magnus. I think the two of them are going to be able to take care of everything down that way. So that should be good. I'm going to just dispatch Jackie, but I don't... I want to use her because she's the first time I've had a Dragon Tamer out. So we'll send you this way. And that means poor Lowell is going to end up staying where he's at. But last time we found out that just because they're stuck guarding the headquarters doesn't mean they'll always be there. So we'll see. Maybe he'll get an opportunity to swap out later. All right, lay on the first fight. We want to double check that she's on attack leader. Okay, she is. I know we switched it around some last time, so be something to watch out for. We'll have to see if we're going to win this battle. I don't know how a cleric's healing plays into whether or not you win. And it's actually a pretty big factor as far as where we're at for judging who's going to reach a certain area first, because we want to see our units. Ooh, nice. There we go. That's going to be a kill. Ooh, almost not a kill, but it was. We want to see our units bouncing the enemies back. And so as long as that, see, like that, we actually lost, even though we killed a unit, which is quite a bummer. So the clerics must not factor into it. Oh, a wild young dragon. Okay. So this is something that happens spontaneously. Most of the time it does not happen during fights, but instead it happens outside of fights. You can do an area exploration, and so you can take your units into an area, and you can test stuff out. And so when you're fighting them, you have an opportunity to do this, talk to them, and you can do it any time in the battle. You just have to wait until one of your units is done attacking, and you have an option to recruit them. A lot of times that takes the place of beasts, so those golems I found that way, the hellhounds I found that way, including hawkmen can be found that way. And then there's also fairies and some other types, but for now we haven't found anybody else that's too useful. So we'll see how things go. If we're going to be getting many more units, but for now we have a worm, a dragon, 2 golems, and we'll probably make a unit of 5 hawkmen, and I don't know if we're going to need anything apart from those. So but well, later I know there's some other classes that we can get into, like a cockatrice or a jack-o'-lantern, and I know those are quite strong, so we may end up getting more. We'll just have to see what happens. This unit is tanky. Even if they lose, they're going to be able to come through and start winning and stay alive, because, man, those clerics are so valuable, especially early on. Okay, so we do have Dude. Dude is a phalanx. Oh, interesting. With soldiers. Okay. That's fine. We'll send somebody over to mess them up. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. What a terrible setup of group. Okay. Hopefully all our people will be able to run in and mess up that knight. I don't think we'll have the damage to kill him, and that's fine, but we'll take care of him. I wonder as we progress through the game how much we're going to see the mages and knights get really particularly set up in the correct formations they should be in. It seems like right now the difficulty of the game is kind of monitored by the AI being set at a disadvantage by having these terrible groups set up. So I'm interested to see how things go. Okay, so Leia liberated Burgundy, and which is good. That's exactly what we wanted. We've got DeBit over here. He's a beast tamer with 2 hellhounds. That can be scary, because the hellhounds, I believe, have 3 attacks in the front row like that. Okay, and then here we're looking at some golems, which the golems also have 3 attacks. This group will be able to put out some damage. Okay. I'm going to send Dallas out after her. And then, is this the one that's really low? No, that's the one that's really high. Who's Jackie again? Oh, let's see. Let's check Jackie's alignment. Oh, we can't see from that screen. Okay. Her alignment's neutral. I don't know if we have anyone here that's going to be aligning right. We'll just check them all. Take us a second. Oh, so Shaquille is actually... Shaquille O'Neal over here is going to be heading here first to take on Dude. And then we're going to send... him there. We're going to give her a head start just by a second, and then we're going to send Doris and the group after. Okay, good. Magnus auto turned to face that. Give him just a second. There's a lot of enemies and a lot of units over there, so that area is just a little tricky. Okay. I'm glad that they came rushing back in, because we're going to be able to take care of this group pretty easily. Maybe have Dio finish them off. We'll see. Dio's unit's super strong. Having Troy front manning Dio's unit, the two of them just put out some serious damage. And it makes that group stronger than most of my other groups. But it's one of those things where now you're stuck with a ton of these fighters. It's like, oh, it makes the whole group feel weak. But eventually those fighters are going to be phalanxes and be knights. So. Oh. Interesting. We'll see this either... Oh yeah, this is like the best layout we could have gotten. So yeah, I'm good to see a little bit of what I was talking about with Dio. That right there, that 20 damage. He hits hard, and he's going to continue to hit harder and harder. He from the last level, the victory item we got, I didn't mention it. The victory item we got was the Earth Lance, which is what he's using. So you can see like the green after effect, like the earth damage, but it hits hard. And it's surprising to see that I think those 2 or 3 stat points that the Earth Lance gave him ended up to be 4 damage or so. So, okay, I don't want Dio to go there because I don't want Dio to capture that. So, okay, we got a little swap there. And I'm going to send Magnus right with them. I don't want them really to have any downtime. Alright. Wait, we want to get Jackie in on this crowd of people. Not to bit. I think it's Akbar. Yeah, that looks right. Back attack on this unit, which is good. Or it's fine. Valkyries are one of those units that really they shine in any space on the board, or especially they shine in the front line and the back line. So it's just something that we need to be aware of. Hopefully we get to see a plasma ball here. Nope. I think they'll split attacks just based on where the enemy units are. Yeah, this will be a decent fight. They're not putting out too much damage. We didn't kill anyone here, which is a huge bummer, because a single kill would have made this group really weak. But that's all right. Oh, and we got an Amazon out of that. Interesting, because that's great, but we don't necessarily want an Amazon in that layout. So we'll see. I'm probably just going to leave her there, and she's going to be about as useful as a knight was. Oh man, there's just a lot of people up in this small space. And Doris is heading it all up. We'll see. Hopefully we don't have to pull back Doris, but we're probably going to have to after this fight. Because I do assume that these Hellhounds are, going to do a lot of damage. So our hope with that critical is definitely a good hope now. It's hopefully we can kill this guy off first fight. But yeah, we'll see. If those Hellhounds get 3 attacks, wow, a crit for 38. That's some massive damage. That's good to see. So yeah, if these Hellhounds go for a 3rd round, yeah, we're going to probably lose him. And that's alright. We'll pause, bring him back. We do have... It's nice of the developers to have set up a kind of a safety net that right here you can just turn someone like Doris around with a dead unit and send her back to this location because there's a witch's den right there. Oh no! That's not convenient at all. Well, looking on the bright side of things here, one of the biggest hits we could have taken would be to have lost soldiers, because the way the soldier mechanic plays out to having soldiers class up into Amazons, which we just saw, what would have happened is we would have lost a soldier, and our soldiers would have gained less experience, or their progression would have been slowed. So that would have been a huge bummer. But as long as Doris can get away now, that Amazon, having turned into an Amazon, pretty much cut out that lack of progression we were going to see. Wow, and Doris knocked him away. All right, Shaquille, so we get to see some use of our golems. Ooh. I believe I set her... Okay, yeah, she is an attack leader. So this will be some interesting... That's 8, so it's not a ton. But the good thing about it is that's going to be 8 3 times. So I want to start calculating some damage better off. 8 3 times is 24. So 24 damage in a round. There was a 9. And that is against a Phalanx who has a very high defense stat. So that's good. And they're going to be able to grab that fort and probably hold down the fort for a little bit while everybody catches up. Because she's probably going to take this next fight. Good thing here is we have Jackie coming down on this Beastmaster right here. Shaquille's going in for a second fight on Dude already. That's good. So yeah, so thinking about it, 24 damage is not very much in a single fight. Looking at somebody like our Phalanx, Troy, he has Earthlands on, but he's one of our highest attacking units right now. He's doing probably 40. And these guys are brand new, so I expect a lot from them, but that's a pretty good start. And 58 XP for that, that's good. And that Dollmaster can hit pretty hard. I gave Shaquille a bunch of heal leaves because I imagine that the golems are going to do just fine. But she's going to need a lot of heal leaves. And I have her out in the middle, but I think that's a terrible setup. Alright, we want to switch that over to attack leader. So this is a better setup. Our Jackie, the Dragon Master here, is going to take a fair amount of damage. Just being on that side, but our Dragon on the other side is going to be able to tank a lot. Nice. That was good damage. Man, the wizard really does hit those golems hard, which is a good thing to know. Okay, we're bouncing him back. She'll be back on the chase. So I have her centered in the middle here, and I'm starting to think that that's a bad location for her. But I'm not going to change it up immediately. Okay, and so who is this guy over here? We have Woody over here with a red dragon, something to be scared of. And that's our Dallas here chasing after Oh, interesting. The name of this unit changed because we killed the leader. Okay. So that's fine. Let me check your alignment, because I don't know if I want you taking that stronghold. I'm going to send Shaquille back to the stronghold real quick. Hopefully, Dallas can finish out this fight right here and be a big help. And he probably can. That worm's in a good location once we hit him in the back to take out the one with the most health. And so we're looking good here. If he can once he finishes out this fight, we'll be able to get him back, get our units rested up a little bit. We kind of blew through the front line of their offense in a very nice XP there. We blew through the front line of their offense in a very good manner. Everyone but Doris did well. Doris got pretty beat up. Well, you're out here. Why don't you go for him? So we do have... Good. Alright. Alright, let's go blow some more money in this witch's den. Our favorite character, the old witch. Do you need my skills? Yes. Ooh, so J is 340. That's quite a bit. This is definitely... The problem is the ninja's not meant to be a frontline unit that's going to be taking a bunch of the damage. I mean, they can be frontline, but like an off unit. Definitely one that's like next to a knight or next to a berserker like we have. But having him up there tanking half the damage from fights is not ideal right now. And so I'm definitely looking for an opportunity to switch him out. So hopefully we find that. We got all of them on this. Okay, let's see. Lime. Little of the name. I like the names that they give all these people. Okay. Not too bad of the Valkyrie unit. That's fine. We're probably going to hopefully kill these guys out and then pop up a tent and rest up here. So we'll see what these guys end up doing in this unit. Oh, that's a bummer. Ooh, good. Good dodge. Didn't really matter. Well, actually it might, because we're probably not going to kill this. Oh, man. That's frustrating. But that's alright. And then, so these dragons can change class. So we saw that their dragon they have in that unit over there is a fire dragon. And I'm not 100% sure on how to get a fire dragon. Ooh. Or I'm not 100% sure how to get my water unit to become, or my water young dragon to become a water dragon, like that fire dragon. Because that's what I ultimately would like, but I don't quite know how to do it. We got some good damage in that round. That's good. Giving Leia one of these clerics has all of a sudden turned her unit from useless into really strong. I mean, the knight most definitely helps, but I felt like before, every time we were using Leia, it was just like, try and do something now. Now it's like, okay, go take care of stuff. So that's a good fight. They'll be bounced back. Some level ups, which is good. Definitely necessary. Have her chase some more people down. Ooh, he took a bad turn. Okay, let's see. The boss unit we're looking at is nothing too fearsome. The location of the boss alone makes it so that I feel like we're going to be able to just run him down. Then Andy here has not very good class units. Okay, good. I wanted this fight to get in, and then I'm probably going to pull him back just because there's a lot of units, and I don't want him to get surrounded. And this is some easy XP. I'm going to switch this to go to weakest, because we're not going to be able to deal out the 300 damage that all our HP is combined, but I really would like to see a kill here. And honestly, based on just their location alone, I really don't think we're going to see it, but that's alright. So what I was talking about before with the soldier units, you can see that we killed one of the 3 soldiers. If you kill off soldiers like that, every time they're in a fight, instead of getting 2 experience, they'll instead get 1 experience. And it continues to decrease from there. Okay. And group up, and then join the battle. Okay, good. Dio got in this fight, finally. Well, you can have that experience, I guess. So that's good. So they're really low on... Okay, good. I was hoping she wouldn't get the main unit there, but that she would get this unit. Want to double check that we're fighting leader. Okay, I know we've been switching some of them around. It's just a little harder to keep track of who's taken out who. Put in some good damage on him too. My hope is now that we can take Magnus in to take care of the guard on the stronghold, and then that we can throw the 3 of them on the stronghold to rest up before they chase anyone else down. So. Oh. And I had it and I messed up again. I saw that in the last episode, and it was a bummer to see it happen again. So, we might be losing a dragon here. I think the biggest thing is that we're hoping that sorceress up in the top right, yeah, it doesn't go for a dragon. Bummer. We were able to run away, so that's actually the first time we've had to do that, but I think that was the smartest choice we could have done. That's a tactic that we haven't thought of employing before, but now that I think about it, why haven't we done that? Alright, use items. Let's get a heal leaf. This is also a momentous moment. This is the first time that we've healed more than... We've needed more heal than the heal leaf could provide, so that's good. Okay, so these 2 are now healed up, and then we'll get them going into a fight. Magnus should be able to finish this up pretty handedly. Our knight on the front left, or excuse me, our fighter. Are you not set on leader? Yeah, you are. Magnus. Oh, leader's in the back right. Okay, let's go weakest, because we want to take out that middle Valkyrie. You guys are not listening to the weakest. Come on, take her out in the middle. Okay. Well, we'll see. Based on how this fight's working out, we might have to go for another round. And that's fine. Yeah, because I don't imagine that we're going to be winning this one. And I'm probably going to use a heal leaf on our cleric before we go back into this fight. I'm not surprised we lost that one. Okay, I gotta get this timing right here so that we can... Ooh, he got bounced far. Use item. She'll be able to do the healing for the rest of the group. Alright, Dio. Go get her. Oh, we've been paying a little bit too little attention here. Okay, we want to switch over to attack weakest again because we'd like to get that kill first. I mean, a knight and a good hit from Troy and that unit. Oh, come on! Okay, so there's something about attacking weakest that's not going to get that unit killed. So let's switch this over. For some reason, it must be prioritizing the other enemies first, which is a bummer because this is just making it hard for us to win out. Ooh. We're going to be using a bunch of heal leaves up here, and still nothing will come of it. God damn. That's frustrating. Alright. He probably didn't need a heal leaf, but we're not going to be stingy with them. They were literally like 10 gold, so to use them is no issue. Who is Tyler and who do you have? You're a fresh beast tamer. We didn't see you before. Hitting him from the back would be great. So hopefully we do get a chance to see that. Ooh. Okay. That's probably why we're losing half of these fights. It's because every single person is about to take a rest. I want to hit Jackie. Just tell her to pop 10. Okay. Oh, he doesn't have any power fruit. Okay. Dang it. I'm afraid that he's going to get a fight while he's asleep. But we'll deal with it. Okay. Oh. I don't think that sleep hurts us at all, because I don't believe our Doll Master gets more than one attack. That damage hurts us, though. Yeah, I'm going to move that Doll Master over one position so that our golems are taking the brunt of all this damage. I thought it looked cool having the Doll Master in the middle, but I thought that the golems would take over the battle anyways, and they really aren't. So that's actually fine for her to get bounced. We can send somebody else out. We'll send you back to the stronghold. The problem here with this is Lime's units are all getting healed up as we sleep. So I might switch something up there. I'm going to wait for another attack. Okay, good. Leah got an attack here. If Leah wins out this fight, though, it's a little bit tough for us. Because I'm really afraid of this unit getting bounced into Dallas, who's asleep. So definitely not our best strategy, but we're going to deal with the consequences of it, and that's fine. Oh, man. That was a bummer. I'm a little underwhelmed with Valkyries. They are very versatile, being able to attack in all positions, but in all honesty, we've seen them kind of flounder with a lot of these attacks getting blocked or doing next to no damage. It's like an Amazon is putting out more damage than they are, which is quite frustrating. Oh wow, we're getting bounced? Those Hellhounds put out a lot of damage. Okay. Yeah, Magnus is half, so I'm breaking camp and I'm gonna have him move in on this. There's no reason for him to stay sleeping. We need to keep putting this damage on this unit if we're going to be able to get in. Because, yeah, they're up to like 50. A good block, that's nice. It's just a bummer. We're spreading out the damage so much. That's one of those things that makes it even harder. Did it good. There's the first kill that we needed. So it's really going to set us up. Because a round of level ups. Oh, we won it too. Awesome. Okay, we want to be able to break camp and bring everybody else in. Sweet. That was probably one of our hardest fights of this thing. And with that, and me wanting to break the video into 2 separate halves, I think that's a good point to stop. Thank you so much for watching, and off to our brand new outro. Thank you so much for watching. I'm aiming to put out a video at least once every other week, so check back for more content, as this is a long-term project, and I really appreciate the support and would love any feedback in the comments on what I can do better to make this a more enjoyable experience for you, as it's already an enjoyable experience for myself. Thank you.